that ain't gonna work.
We'll leave that on there.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, YouTube, this is Tom
And Ross?
for Two More Preppers. And it's a gloomy old Friday outside. Calling for some bad rain here.
A lot of rain.
And the temperature's only about, what, 50-ish?
Yeah, I say maybe 55.
But 50 feels good compared to what we've been having.
Yeah, zero temperatures.
So we wanted to show you some items today. Russ has picked up some more stuff up at the Survival Store. I think he all just pack up, move up there. I think Chris got a little back room there. He put his little tent back there and just stay there. Because every time we turn around, where's Russ? Oh, I'm up here at the Survival Store. All right, Russ, what all did you get, buddy?
Well, what I got from Chris's is, let's get over this here first, is the, we don't flip over here, Tom, but...
Wait a minute. Earthquake. We're in Yellowstone.
Oh, this let me leave back and we'll go over it. The Neapolitan ice cream from up there, it's Mountain House. And it's freeze-dried or dehydrated?
Yeah, I think it's freeze-dried.
Yeah, freeze-dried, right there it says. And if you want to try one of those, try right over or whatever.
You were out there eating it last week, and I looked at it, and I'm like, I mean, it looks like ice cream, but it ain't cold, it ain't wet.
But it tastes like ice cream.
It's crunchy. I can't eat crunchy ice cream.
It's good though. It is good. I got 2 packs of that. I think Chris sells it for what's the rate on there? $2.95. I got 2 packs of that. Now the rest of the stuff I got this year I got from Chris. Oh, sorry, Tom. It's a frying pan. I think let's see what it was. It was $9.95.
Is that Teflon non-stick?
Well, it's Coleman, so I would imagine it is. Looks like it is.
Very nice, Russ.
On fire. I got this up for Chris's. It's a LED dynamo flashlight. What it does is, put this back here, pop up the...
Oh yeah, they're awesome, Russ. That one you gave me, I love it.
And you can just keep on doing that, and it'll light up, and then after you do it for so long, there you go, you got light. You lock this back down. There's your light. Yeah, they work. I gave Tom, well, I gave a lot of people one of these.
And they're not priced bad.
They are.
And what a perfect thing to keep in your bug out bag.
See what they are was a price one. Yeah, $4.95, and I've heard ancient times. So there you go. Yeah, it's decent for that. Like I said, you never run out of light because you don't have to even wind it up.
And the thing of it is, you know, for $5, you know it's not a top quality flashlight like you see everybody bragging about. But I'm going to tell you something. Shit hits the fan and it's pitch dark. This thing is going to look like a Roman candle in the dark.
Yeah, it looks
You're going to really be glad you had it.
And then this little tool here, I think it's $7.95. It's called the Roscoe 8-in-1 LED card, and what it is see what all it's got there, Paul. It's got your compass here. Let me get down in there with one. Got your compass. Magnifying glass. Right here, I can get it popped up. There's your magnifying glass. And then of course it's got a UV pen here. You can actually write and no one can tell what you wrote. And then it's got a little UV light. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Oh, it's here, I'm sorry, down here, there's UV light. So when you write your note, you shine this on the paper and then you can read it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's got another pen here that's an actual pen. It's actually got a white light. There's I like about it. Oh, I'll tell you after this.
So it's kind of like a little secret agent thing.
Yeah, there's your LED light.
See, Russ has
There's
got
your
one.
ultraviolet light.
You got one. I'll get one. If something happens, Russ has got to flee this resident to flee over to our other bug out location. You can leave me a note. Nobody can read it.
Got a pointer.
Oh, that's sweet.
Thing is nice. And this here flips up. You look through here and you get yourself a telescope.
Works every time.
And it works good. So there you go. It's a nice little tool to have. Especially just fits right in your pocket, you know what I mean? Go.
Very clever, Russ.
$7.95.
Can't do it, man. Can't do
Okay,
it.
next. I got this. Well, this year I got from Harbor Freight. I think they're 10-inch tent stakes. Really nice. I think they were $2.99, somewhere around there. I got this from Harbor Freight. What it is, believe me, it's $14.99. batteries, your double A, your triple A, your 9 volts.
So that's just a charging station?
That's a charging station. Plus you can even hook it, if the sun's not out, you can hook it to a 6 volt supply and charge everything up. It's definitely a nice little tool. I haven't tried it out yet, but I will try it out. The solar briefcase, when I tried it out, and it works really good.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
Yeah, I had it out the other day. That's pretty well I've bought here in the past week or so.
Gotta find the snot rag.
Alright, Tom, I'm gonna turn it back to you, show them what we're gonna do.
Okay,
Well, let's go ahead and do this knife here. Up at Harbor Freight, they got this knife. I mean, it's not the best knife in the world, but I think it's between $8 to $10
$8
up
to
there.
$10. If you got a coupon, you can get it anywhere from 6 to 8.
Got a compass in the end, plus it comes with a fishing kit, which I was lucky mine came with 2 fishing kits. But I mean, it's not a bad little knife, and actually for starting your survival toolkit, it definitely works. But Tom come up with a really great idea what to do with it, and that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to turn it over to you, Tom.
All right. What it did was, like I said, that's not a real quality knife, and for $8 or $10 you can't expect it to be. But if you examine them and shine a light down inside them, you can see how the blade's attached. And then on the side they also have a lock fit screw in there. I mean, the blade's not going to come off of it. But the thing of it is, if you were surviving, I wouldn't want a shiny knife out in the woods. I mean, rather even if you don't want to be seen or whatever, I just don't think that's cool color. So what I did was, I painted mine up a little bit.
Camouflage.
Yeah, I camouflaged it. But talking about the fishing kits, it comes, I mean, there's like a needle in there, there's thread in there, there's like 4 size buttons, several hooks, fishing line. I mean, honestly, it's not a bad little kit, but I would urge you, if there's plenty of room inside that handle to add anything you want in there. I mean, something that, like for us, being in Mountain, Maryland, West Virginia, we got a lot of mountain streams, ponds. I'm going to probably add some flies, some trout hooks, probably 50 feet of my favorite fishing line, things like that. I want to improve upon what they did give me.
Well, it wouldn't even hurt for some iodine out there.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable the space you have inside that handle. But what I thought was, everybody's got their favorite knives you carry on your side or you carry in your bug out bag. $8, $10, this is a nice knife to have, but in the survival situation, I also thought it'd be kind of cool. This would make an excellent spear. So what it did was, I drilled some holes right here on the side, and I got me some screws, and I painted them green so they'd match. And if you were out surviving, you live down south, you need to kill a gator, kill a wild hog. I think even up here in the mountains of western Maryland, no, you're not going to stalk white-tailed deer. But numerous times over the years hunting, I've had deer just walk up and stand right beside you. And you'd be glad you had something like this. You just find yourself a stick. We got this one out of the backyard. I shaved it down. This fits right on it. You can take your screws that you have. I think I moved it over here. But I tried this out, so I kind of already got my hole there. But it wasn't hard to screw it into green wood. So you'd have your little multi-tool with you, so screwdriver head's no problem. Ooh.
Well, this should knock out.
But either way, you tighten it on there. That's a bad weapon right there.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Even if it's just for self-defense.
Self-defense. Like I said, if you were trying to hunt with this and try to stab some kind of an animal, you don't want a shiny knife reflecting around.
Big catfish on the side of the bank.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool what you could do with it if you had to. I mean, it makes a really good weapon. $8, $10, you can't go wrong with that in a stick.
And I was actually up at Donald's, and they got the same exact knife, and they were $29.
Yeah.
Same exact knife.
And everyone knows what Donald's is.
Yeah.
But I also want to talk about, we talked about expanding your kit a little bit. Make it kind of fit your area. I mean, You can't fish trout with a hook that's meant for a 20-pound carp or something. You know what I mean? So you want to have the right stuff with you. And these are the earplugs for shooting. You can buy these at hardware stores. They're real inexpensive. I'm going to give Russ one for inside his knife. I'm going to add one to mine. These make excellent fishing bobbers. Just all you got to do is tie your line to it. If you don't want to tie your line to it, you could actually put another hook on your line and hook that to it. This thing will float and float for days. So I'm going to add that to mine.
Cool idea.
And what else with the compass, especially after if you paint your knife up, and you would drop this in the woods, you may not find it. So I added the paracord, the bright yellow.
You see, it comes with the all this shit.
Yeah,
So
it's
if you did drop that for
yeah.
paint, you may lose that. So.
And always remember, anytime you get a compass, especially in something cheap, check it against a good compass, make sure it's accurate, because you don't want to be out in the woods with a compass that doesn't work right.
Yeah, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, you're going to be in a world of hurt. So I got me a spear. I got me a decent compass. We tested this one. This one works well. If I'm out in the woods situation, I'm going to need to have this with me. I can hang it off of me, shove it in a pocket. If I drop it, I will find it. Like I said, add to your kit, make them bigger and better. There's plenty of room inside them handles. And if you get one and you test your compass and your compass sucks, it don't work, you don't want it. Take a screwdriver, pop that out of there. You got extra little room right there. You can stuff a cotton ball in there, any kind of little fire starter. Anything. I mean, there's a lot of room inside those handles. I'll get a little closer so you can see the paint job. In our next video, we're going to modify russets.
What are you going to do? I'm going to check that water?
Yeah, I can hear it boiling.
Yeah, I can hear it.
And I did some prep work, painted it, did the OD green, shot some black across it, break that up, kind of like a tiger stripe. And I put a pretty good edge on it. But that's just it. Took a $8 knife. It's pretty, you know, you wouldn't want that to be your main knife. There's no way.
No, you don't want it to be your main.
But you know what? I'll put all my stuff back in there, Russ. This is on the bottom of the bug out bag. I'll never know about it. It don't add any extra weight. And if I ever need it, I got it.
That's right.
So it works out really great. You probably invest $8 or $10 you ever spent.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for a knife for $8 for a knife, I mean that quality for $8. Like I said, Dunham was, I think it's $29 for it.
Yeah, so it's the exact same knife.
Exact same packaging. It's the exact same thing. I was ever checked.
But if you was out, like I said, if you're just out and you find yourself in a survival situation where you're waiting to be rescued, it don't matter what color the knife is. I mean, that's a nice looking knife. You could probably reflect light to a helicopter or something. If you drop it in the woods, that's going to be easy to find.
Well, yeah, if you're out in the woods and you're really seriously lost, a piece of glass would be worth having, let alone a knife like that, you know.
But you know, for $8-10, it's not a bad knife. Yeah. I mean, you could skin a deer with that easy, quarter it up.
Right.
I mean, honestly, it don't come with a real good edge on it. We're going to do another video where we're going to modify russet. We're going to put an edge and everything on it.
And you get to come along while we're doing it.
Yeah, we're going to bring you along with us. The case is actually, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
It's really a good case.
Nylon.
It's nylon. It's actually got a plastic liner in there.
Well, except for the price, you could.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong for the price.
I'm gonna pick up a couple more just to have around because I think they're really. You know,
yeah, they're nice. I mean, you can't complain. Did you see your serrated?
Yeah, it's nice. It's actually.
So how sharp it is?
Just way good. It would work to cut wood.
That thing is nasty.
Cut limbs off. Yeah,
nasty sharp. So let's see, Russ. Anything else you got there you forgot about or anything?
I think that's about it, Tom. I don't got nothing on me I want to check out. I got a lot of stuff on me, but nothing I need to check out.
So just some more stuff we bought. The knives.
Oh, one thing I did carry. Let me get this out of here.
Get it out, Russ.
So
What you got?
you over. First there's the keychain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I gotta put it on the list. That's how I don't lose it.
A chain? Okay.
But here you go. Chris sells these, and I think, did you show yours the last time, Tom?
Mine come from Harbor Freight.
Oh, really? Well, Chris sells them too, but yeah, they're Harbor Freight also. But of course, I got to put a longer one of these on these here stock. They're so short.
I had a paracord to mine.
Yeah,
and I did it in the yellow. You drop that in the woods, you want to be able to find it.
Yeah, definitely. You take that off there. You got your little shavings here. You can shave off for a pile of what is this stuff called now? I don't know what's called. Magnesium. Scrape your magnesium off. I'll keep it. Scrape your magnesium off, and then you turn this over. No, which yours is this way. Strike it right up. There you go. I carry that everywhere I go because if I don't have matches, I always get something to start a fire with. I mean, that's with me continuously, just like all my stuff on my side.
And that's like your the little fishing kit inside the handle. Right. There is matches in that, and there again you could add, you can improve upon that. You can put waterproof matches in there, strike anywhere matches. And the good thing to do with those strike anywhere matches is get yourself off some wax and dip about half of the whole match, and them things will light, incredible and if they're wet. If you drop them in a stream or something, you're going to be able to pick them right out and light them up.
And one thing I want to say, if you go, I mean, fire is the main thing. Fire and light, you should really be redundant on. In other words, you should have 3 sources of fire, and I'd say at least 3 sources of light, some kind of light. I mean, I got lights everywhere with me continuously, and of course we're out at night a lot. My wife and me and a bunch of friends, and we're out till like 3, 4 in the morning most of the time. So
I carry in my bug out bag. I got one of these. I carry a clip-on solar flashlight that rusts in involvement, and I carry one of the headlamps that does run off of batteries. And so I got 3 sources.
Yeah, just like your water should be redundant. If you're a property, you should be redundant on everything. I don't care what it is.
And that goes back to the knife.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have quality knives with you anyway. Everyone has their favorite knives. Even though these ain't top quality, you got this with you. You got your kit. You got an extra blade. It doubles as a spear. I mean, $8. The more I think about it, I get kind of excited about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, $8
for $8.
$8.
Hell of a knife for $8.
I'll tell you what. You get lost in the woods, $8. That's going to be worth $1 million.
Oh yeah. Right.
All right, YouTube. I'm thinking that's wrapping it up for us.
We're going to do the knife, or are we going to do it another day?
What knife?
We're going to camouflage this today, or?
Yeah, but I thought that was a separate video.
Well, yeah, it's going to be. That's what I'm saying. We're going to do this today, but it'll be a separate video.
So watch for the other video. We're going to go from this
to that
to this,
and you get to see it.
And it's just our method of doing it. You may have other methods to do it. But
yeah, and if you come up with better ideas, send them to our comments or email. We're 2morepreppers@gmail.com.
And another thing you can do with these, a lot of people don't think about, you can wrap these handles with paracord.
Oh yeah, I do that. I got a lot of my knives with Scotch paracord. And another thing I want to talk about for a second before we go is I think it's the 27th of this month, the Sunday after Easter. We're going to have our preppers network here at the bug out location, and it'll be on it'll be 27th and Sunday at 2 p.m. And if you want to come, it's here, like I said, it's in West Virginia. If you want to come, leave me an email or get a hold of Chris on Facebook. You can get us, me and Tom, or Gmail, 2morepreppers on gmail.com.
Don't notify me because I'll probably don't drink beer.
But I'll get your email.
But Russ will take care of all that stuff.
All right, I think that's about it.
I'm done. Hey, thanks a lot, YouTube. Hasta la vista. God bless America.
And remember, don't be scared, be prepared.
And if you're not prepared, you will be scared, especially if you don't have an $8 knife.
That's right, $8 knife.
And some ice cream that won't melt.
Hey, everybody needs ice cream that won't melt.
That's freaky, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but it's nice to have. While Tom's in there getting stuff ready, I thought I'd show you a little view of the back of the bug out location. Got a really nice view back here. I mean, you can see people coming from almost a half mile away. I'm hoping you can see this good enough. This is our main bug out location, and of course we got another one further south of us.
In the hills of West Virginia.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh. There's 28 over there. You can probably see the vehicle going there, hopefully. Alright, I just thought I'd give you a view of the place. Backyard, I should say.